Now about production. Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, which was a monstrous seller over Christmas, 9 weeks at #1, the first million-selling disc for 2 years, following yours, Merry Christmas, everybody. How can you adapt to the production of Bohemian Rhapsody yourselves?
We don't want to adapt to the production of it.
How could you use that? Don't you want to use it?
Not that at all. By production, production is more or less getting the record to come out the way it should do. I mean, it doesn't mean to say production doesn't mean that it's got to be a 10-minute epic.
No. I mean, the point is, Queen's a totally different thing anyway. I call it clinical cleanliness, those type of records. It's all very precise and all very clinical, you know. It's not rock, you know.
Johnny Winter,
it's a totally different thing.
Johnny Winter once said, you know, that rock is meant to be played wrong. It's meant to be played first time. You know, you go into the studio, Johnny Winter goes in, puts the track down, and if the engineer hasn't got it first take, the hard cheddar, you know.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
You see, I mean, our album is...
That's what we believe in.
Our album is a great production. I mean, we did it in the record plant. So, I mean, we're very happy with the production, I mean, of the type of stuff that we do, you know. But we're not after what Queen do or anybody else. We can always take a note from it.
Or the Beach Boys, you know, groups like that.
Yeah, look at that.
Fantastic, you know, it's another sort of music.
Yeah, I mean, if you listen to Surf's Up, I mean, look at that type of album and stuff like that, you know. The production in that's great, you know.
But like the Beatles, when the Beatles were doing the more complicated stuff, the wider outlook, it was still got something of the sort of rock and roll thing about it.
Yeah.
There was still that Lennon's rasp, you know, and that's what we like, you know.
You must capture the group, you know. You must capture
the live sound.
Yeah, you must capture what they are, you know, what they're putting over.
We're always aware, you know, of reproducing something on stage. I think, like you mentioned, Bohemian Rhapsody can't be reproduced on stage. No way. You know, we always have been a live band. We've been 4 in the group, and that's all we ever want to be, you know. We may add chick singers, we may add brass, but we're not going to, you know, go off on some tangent, not unless we're never going to play on stage again, which I can't see.
I mean, like in the States, how does it feel? I mean, that was, you know, brass and stuff, and we performed that on stage in America. And we put it over as, you know, as the best possible way we could, and it worked very well for us. We didn't have the brass on the stage or anything like that, you know. We just put it over and it worked.
But as far as production goes, from 2 or 3 years ago, now we really take care of getting the sounds on the record to be correct and to be clean. And just to come out the speakers the way they should do.
More polished, in effect.
More polished, yeah. More holes, actually. Before it used to be a barrage of sound. I mean, if an amp was playing up while it was being recorded, it didn't matter, because you wouldn't hear it anyway, you know.
No, usually
it was such a wall, you know, which was great, you know. Great at the time, but now that's not good enough for us, you know. We don't go in particularly and play live like we used to.
Or for the fans, for that matter, because they've been educated, surely, over the last
you know, the
couple of
fans are
years.
growing up. On the last tour of England, there was a really nice-looking chick came up to me in a club, and she said, Jimmy Lee, you know, I never thought I'd ever meet you. And I turned around, there's this really great-looking chick to probably get married this year, you know, and I'd be having kids, you know, and I couldn't believe it. She's been following us for 6 years. Since we were skinheads, she used to be a skinhead, and it sort of made me realise, you know, I thought, crikey, you know, it just shows how people who are coming to watch us have grown up, you know. And we always used to say it, but there it was, you know, in living flesh.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of the kids are probably at home a lot now as well, you know. A lot of them probably don't go out as much. Well, I mean, I don't know, you know, I'm just giving an idea. So the new album is definitely one you can play at home, you know. You know, it won't annoy you that much, you know. You know what I mean? That's what it's about for us. Like, for instance, this track,
Get On Up,
you're going to play now. This is the sort of new type of Slade rock, you know, which you can listen to at home, but still get excited about.
Still got the old excitement, but with the cleaner sound, and plus the chick singers.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't wanna get mean, babe. So taken from the Slade album, Nobody's Fool. That's Get On Up. And tomorrow night, the final night, unfortunately, of the week, we will be having another chat to Jimmy Lee and Dave Hill from Slade and playing another track from the album.